Hey, we're Delorean and you're listening to the interview show. Have a nice time.
Can you hit it?
Hit it?
Like, you know, a lot of gusto?
Like, should I, just...
With more energy?
Yeah.
Hey, you're listening to interview show. We're Delorean, Eki, and Igor, and we hope that you enjoyed the show.
You guys are so nice. All right, welcome to the interview show. This is Scott Wood, your host, and today I have two members of the band Delorean, and we're in their tour van, and I would love it, you guys, if you could introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Eki,
I'm Igor.
and we both play in Delorean.
Awesome. So you guys, all of the press I've read about you talks about how your roots are in punk music. So can you talk a little bit about the transition from punk to what you do?
I think that
People's making like a big deal out of that.
yeah,
It's just like when you grow up and you're a teenager, what do? You go to the you go to punk shows and you go to hardcore shows and you grow up in the punk scene, and that's kind of where we were taught how to play music. And of course, True Panther Sounds is still a punk label, but we're kind of far off being punk, and it's not
in
such a
terms
big
of
deal.
music.
Holy sh... Well, anyways, yeah.
Not used to being in the driver's seat,
Yeah, that's it.
although he leads the band.
I don't lead the band, but yeah, it's like Delorean. It's always been about being completely free to do whatever music we wanted, and we started a band trying to get rid of the bounds and the limits that hardcore music itself could put on us, and that's how we started. But like
Delorean started as a pop band. The bands before Delorean were punk, but Delorean started as a pop band.
it's just
So,
the background.
yeah,
It's just the
the
background, and we're
before
coming. That's where
DeLorean.
we're coming from. It's not like making the transition from one place to another. It's just our background where we were taught how to play. But now our concerns are others. Our concerns are about music.
Absolutely, and I think what people latch onto about that is that punk is so different from what you do. What from those days do you see in this album?
The attitude, I think. The attitude, not in terms of music, but the way we think, I think that we have our feet on the ground always.
Yeah.
So that's the point.
It's basically how to look at things. And True Panther Sounds, it's a punk band, and we kind of like a punk label, and we kind of like, even though the bands that he's putting out are not technically punk, but it's just a matter of being taught that no matter what you do, first it's all right. You can do it yourself. All these kind of things that help you keep your feet on the ground and be down to earth always, and also like everything we do it with friends, and we try to have something else that just a formal business relationship with somebody. We try to be friends with our label mate or the guy in our label. We try to be friends with our tour manager, and if there's friendship there, everything's working because you're grounding something, and it's something else than just a formal business relationship that we personally don't like. I mean, things need to be efficient, and you need to make it professionally good. There needs to be something else.
Wow, that was a great explanation. Thank you. Do you guys... No, seriously, I mean, not everyone's going to see the connection, right? But I think that explained it very well. So, do you guys still follow punk music?
Not musically, not.
No, we don't really follow punk music. We sometimes get back to some classics if you want, but now it's just we're somewhere else. Hey, you're listening to interview show where Delorean, Eki, and Igor, and we hope that you enjoyed the show. Hey, you're listening to interview show where Delorean, Eki, and Igor, and we hope that you enjoyed the show.
It's so difficult, especially in Barcelona, to get a club, you know, because you have to deal with the club owners and stuff, and you know, I don't like to do that. Club owners are, at least in Spain, are so freaky, you know. We don't like that people.
They're not friendly.
Yeah,
they're
not friendly people.
In Barcelona, like, you know, there's these big clubs and everybody's like, you know, you need to be part of this group of people to get to put a party in this club. So it's kind of hard to, you know, to get a residence, for example. But the club night just started because we were not identified and we didn't really enjoy the club nights in Barcelona as much as we used to. So we started this club night with our friend Kigo, who's the main guy right now running Desparrame. And we started the club night with taking guests from abroad to our parties, having some other guests from Spain itself, and, you know, and giving to the club music that we like some space and some room, you know, just to have fun too.
Okay, I read a quote from one of you guys. I think it was from Iki. The quote is, "The coolest shows are the ones that after you are completely out of energy." Okay. Yeah. No, I want to get the quote right. The coolest shows are the ones that after you are completely out of energy because you gave it all. So I was wondering, for each of you guys, what was the last show that was like that for you?
The last 2 days have been like that.
Yeah, last 2 days.
Yeah.
Seattle was like that. Glasslands was like that in Brooklyn. There were like these kind of shows that, you know, you finish the last song and you kind of feel absolutely empty, and you emptied out all of your energy and you gave it all. And it happened the last two shows. Seattle was very special too. And last time we came to Seattle, there was not many people. The show was not very good. We didn't play very well. But last night it was like a, you know, the kind of high energy show that we like.
So after a show like that, what's the first thing you do when you get off stage?
Try to relax. I don't know.
Yeah, try to relax. Usually you just sit down a little bit.
Okay. The album is called Subiza, and that sort of suggests Ibiza. Is that where it comes from?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Subiza is the name of the town where we recorded the album. But also sometimes we also think about that it's like a kind of a joke. You know, the Subiza thing, because Subiza it's quite the opposite to Ibiza.
Yeah. Ibiza is known because of the club scene, all the beach parties, all the Balearic beat music, all the drugs, all the, you know, all the hard partying. And Subiza is just a countryside town in the Basque Country, of 10 kilometers away from Navarra, in the middle of absolutely nothing but nature. And that's where our friend's studio, Montreal Studios, is. Our friend Hans Kruger, he's been our sound guy and friend for a lot of years, and we spent the summer there just recording and you know playing table tennis. He's got a swimming pool there. His family hosted us. We had like a very nice relationship with the family, and it's kind of like, you know, like honoring his family and the summer we spent there.
Yeah, it's a tribute.
It's a tribute to you know, to the summer we spent in Subiza, his family, our friend Hans, and the work we did.
I've read a lot of interviews where you guys all want to talk about food, so I thought I'd ask you, what was your last memorable experience with food?
Every day there is something special that you eat. For example, in New York, I love to eat pizza, because I think that is the best place where pizzas are. New York pizza is the best.
Yeah, I loved going to Chinatown the other day. It was Saturday afternoon. We went have this late, kind of brunch to Chinatown. I tried like some things that I've never tried before, and we're kind of like a big food fans. Every time we go to a new place, we try to know where the cool places are and try to try local food. Seattle salmon sandwich at the fish market, that was great.
You're in Vancouver, so you have to try at least salmon or sushi or something like that.
Yeah, but what's the traditional local food here? What's the best dish?
Like Seattle, I'd say, right? Seafood and
It'd be
stuff.
seafood. It would be like salmon.
But they have like, I guess that if you have like good salmon, you have like crazy good sushi too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can get your sushi with salmon on it.
Yeah, like somebody told me, I can't remember who, like Vancouver, you go to Davis Street, there's like the best sushi place ever. Also, our tour manager, he's really into food too. He told us like there's like a very, very cool Indian restaurant too. Indian, no, you say Indian? Hindu. Or
yeah, Indian, yep.
Indian restaurant. We don't know, we still have like an hour or something to figure it out.
I would love to ask you, though, to take me through one of your remixes, because I was reading a quote of yours where you said when you did remixes that you learned a lot about music, about what you do. So if you could take me through one of them, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that our favorite remix is Lemonade's Big Weekend. It's our favorite. And
I met a guru on a white sandy beach. He said the future of sound. I like the smell. Freshly washed hair. Coconut scents. For 99 cents. I met a guru on a white sandy beach. He said the future of sound.
we also say that the remixes for us are like our own lab, you know, laboratory.
Like it's like lab. It's like we test things.
Oh,
laboratory.
okay.
It's like we test, we learn things, then and that after we can apply to our own songs. And yeah, I'd say like our favorite is Lemonade's Big Weekend. We're very proud of that one.
Cool. I love to end the show with the guys taking one song off their record, Subiza, and talking a little bit about the song as the music comes up.
Yeah, I think that maybe we should pick up Grow, because it's going to be the next single after Real Love. So,
Yeah, one of our favorite songs, and one of the coolest song that we have to play live. It's very fun playing it live, and it's kind of different from Real Love, Stay Close, and The Sunset. It has like a different mood. Still some features in common too.
yeah, but I think it's actually the only track that it's 100% played with guitar, you know?
Yeah, maybe that's why it's a little different, because it's guitar. The guitar is very present. It's very notorious, and not all of the songs have guitar, but this one's like kind of like it reminds you of the drums, bass, keyboard, and guitar combo. It's still the production is the same. It kind of sounds the same. There's like vocal samples on it, but there's something different, and the singing also is a little different too. And the final, I think the ending, the final bridge is kind of like we're pretty proud of it.
I would love it, before we end, if you could say, hey, we're Delorean and you're listening to The Interview Show.
Okay, hey, we're Delorean and you're listening to The Interview Show. Have a nice time.